Welcome back. We are here with part 10 of our royal family third generation, and we are here on Love Day. So I'm just going to quickly do some Love Day stuff. Lorena is currently pregnant with Leto's baby. They are also engaged, so they are going to do Love Day together. Gohan and Aki, unfortunately, do not have anyone to do Love Day with, but that is just, you know, something we've got to deal with. And let's see, part 10. I have to start putting some more builds in this world. I don't really have that many for them, but since I haven't built anything in a while, that's, an us problem. We are going to send Gohan jogging, and Aki is going to join the tech career, I think. Yeah. So she's going to do that. And we'll have her play video games to get that stuff done. Like I said, Love Day is not going to go well for Aki because she lost Sunny to Natsu. They are now married, and Gohan is out on a run. So he is going to go out on his run all the way to this area over here. I forget what neighborhood it's called, but we are going to go and check out this tree. As you know, the Hidden World in Willow Creek, the Sylvan Glade, is over here once you talk to the tree enough. And like I said, since I don't have enough like regular builds for places for them to go, like I don't really have a build that's just a park. So we are going to instead go to this nice location. So Gohan is just a loner. He's trying to get away from all the crazy. It hurts him to see Lorena and Leto. So he goes here and he finds this cool little spot. And actually, there is already somebody here. So this is Octavia. Now, she is part of the New Crest Kingdom. She's actually a princess, and she is an outdoorsy person, so she usually spends her time in places like this. And so, um, she is the princess of a patriarchy. She's the eldest child of Seth, and that means that she can't inherit the throne despite, like, if she lived in our kingdom, she would be able to inherit the throne because she has purple eyes like her father, but unfortunately she's a woman and they live in a patriarchy. So she just kind of goes off and does her own thing because she's not really, you know, allowed to participate in that political landscape. So each kingdom that we introduce is going to have a different way to determine their heirs. So that is why we have in our kingdom, it's the oldest child with purple eyes, and in New Crest, it is a patriarchy. So the eldest born son, it becomes the king. So that's what's going on there. And so Gohan and Octavia are just chatting, and they both kind of have similar feelings towards their families. I mean, obviously, Gohan's got it worse because his uncle is dating his former fiance. Anyway, so these two are just going to hang out and like get to know each other. He spends all night out here in this beautiful area, and actually they become like good friends really, really fast. I didn't even like mean for that to happen, but all of a sudden their bar is like full. I don't even know what they did together. So he spent all night out and met Octavia and hung out with her and just really enjoyed having someone's company that doesn't really, have to be a part of this whole drama that's going on in his life right now. So he has made a new friend. And we have everyone else in the family. Aki is tense. Gohan's feeling flirty. Maybe he has a bit of a crush on Octavia. Would make sense. She is gorgeous. I am going to show you her outfits once we're done with this segment because I gave her a nice makeover and I think she looks cute. So we are going to start to participate in Cordelia Day, but I have this bug. I don't even know what this is. This like glitch in the game where you come home and the power is always out. So I don't know what's up with that, and I don't know how to fix it besides going to the map and then coming back, and I really don't want to. So we're not going to deal with that, and we are instead going to just kind of call it good on this household for right now. We will move into another household and do something else in just a second. But I did want to kind of look through the stuff that Gohan found in the Sylvan Glade and just kind of, put some more stuff on his shelves. And he got some frogs too. We could breed frogs. So him and Aki are just hanging out, and Aki is like still salty over the whole thing that happened with Natsu and Sunny. She's declared Natsu her enemy. She doesn't want to deal with her. and she's really, really upset that Natsu ended up getting the guy. Gohan is going to spend some time with the dog because unfortunately Hunter only has like 3 days left before he moves on to doggy heaven. So that is what we're dealing with. We're going to, pay some special attention to our boy. And that is what is going on in the royal family household. We are saving the wedding between Lorena and Leto until after the baby is born because I feel like Lorena is the type of sim who does not want to be pregnant at her wedding. She's not like Natsu. She's not like trying to, force it quickly. She knows that she's got Leto and she's not worried about it. So that is what's going on there. Next, I am going to show you Octavia's outfits. So here they are. She is beautiful. I think that she actually has some, like, she has Eliza's eyes. Eliza is her grandmother, and I feel like she's like that little chin dimple that Cordelia had way back when. So I'm just really satisfied with how she came out, and I think that she's beautiful. I don't know why her hair color changes depending on the hair that I put on her, but we're just gonna pretend it's fine. So I think that her outfits are really cute. She's still young, is still kind of playful. I gave her a tattoo on her back. And yeah, so she is looking good. I love her. She's a young adult now. She's only a little older than Gohan. I think she's like a few days older than Gohan. So that's no problem there. And that is what we're doing there. Next, we are actually going to do a different little story on the side here, which will be exciting and full of bugs, of course. But we are going to actually move Aki into the Siren household just for this because I want to be able to control her. So we're just doing that for right now. And we are going to head over to the Siren household. So they have just had Reese, the baby, in the last part. So Natsu and Sunny are currently married. They have a baby and they're living with his parents who are the current Duke and Duchess. And we're just going to age the baby up because luckily for us, it's the baby's birthday. I don't like to deal with babies. Um, so Natsu is going to age Reese up, and there he is, cute little boy. And Aki is, let's say Aki's not like here at the house yet. So Aki has actually hired some people to kidnap Natsu. So she has, hired them to do this. And well, everybody else is just kind of minding their own business, and Natsu has no idea that something's coming. So Aki is basically trying to get her revenge on her sister for stealing her man. So that is what's going on here. She's hired some random people to kidnap Natsu. And here we go. This is Life's Tragedies mod, by the way. So that is what happened. Natsu has just been kidnapped and taken from our family, and everyone is freaking out. And so Aki kind of like comes by because her and Sunny are still friends. They're still good friends. I don't know why I sat them here because it's super annoying to try to get the camera to focus on them, but that's a later us problem. And so Aki comes over and she's like, "Oh my gosh, that's my sister. I love her. I want to help. I want to, despite everything that's happened between us, I still want her to be safe and happy." And so she's talking to Sunny and, she's like, "Don't worry, I'll handle it. Like, it must be so hard for you. You must be so stressed." And so she's giving him massages and like being really nice to him. They don't like, it doesn't venture into any like, kissing or anything like that. But she just, like expresses her fondness for him and says, "You're such a good husband. Like, Natsu's so lucky to have you. And don't worry, she's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. I'm going to help you get her back," and kind of inserting herself into it. So that's what's happening here. And we're just going to continue to do this until the kidnappers call and demand a ransom. So we have this. They are just kind of, being playful with each other, reacquainting themselves with each other. So if you'll remember, Aki was Sunny's girlfriend before, but then Natsu got pregnant and he had to marry Natsu. And so that's what happened there. But yeah, Aki is just like, "It's okay. I'm here for you, blah, blah, blah." So that is what is happening here. And there's the baby. I did want to check and see if the baby had purple eyes because Natsu does have purple eyes, but Sunny does not. And unfortunately, our baby boy Reese inherited his father's green eyes. So Reese is not anywhere in line for the throne. So there's that. But whatever. So we are going to continue along this vein. We're just waiting for the kidnappers to call. Maybe Aki is, trying to contact Natsu's phone and it doesn't answer. And, you know, she, posts about it. They're not getting the police involved because the kidnappers have said, like, if you involve the police, we'll kill her. So then Sunny gets abducted by aliens, which is just, it's fine. So, and then Gohan came over. So maybe, well, Gohan is, Aki's brother and Natsu's brother, and so maybe he came over to like help out. And obviously Leto's not here. He's not the king isn't helping doing anything. So um, Gohan is coming over. Maybe Gohan also sees this as an opportunity to kind of get closer to the Siren family, maybe gather some supporters because he is trying to rise up against his uncle. He can't do it yet, but maybe he's hoping that, by being there for them in this situation, that he can score some brownie points. Because honestly, he's not even close to Natsu. He's close to Aki now because of everything that's been happening lately, but he was never close to Natsu. So there's not really that much of a reason he would do that. So anyway, Aki is like, I will handle it, and she heads to the cave where Natsu is. And so Natsu is here, and she's not feeling well. She's all beaten up and tortured, and so Aki is checking on her. And then the kidnappers come, and she's like, okay, like, so she is paying them the ransom money because that's like their payment, but she's disguising it as paying the ransom so that she can kind of get off scot-free here. And then it glitched, so we're back again with a different kidnapper. um, but yeah, so here we are, and she's paying them the money, and she's like, please, like, help my sister. And so Natsu is like really happy. Natsu was like, oh my gosh, you came to rescue me. Like, I didn't think you would do that because we're enemies. And like, she like really feels nice about it. Like, she can't believe Aki would do this for her, and she's so happy. And so, um, but then as soon as she gets a chance, Aki then attacks Natsu and kills her, and then kind of says, oh my gosh, she succumbed to her injuries from the torture. The kidnappers took the money and they killed her. How did this happen? So, Aki is kind of disguising this whole plot as somebody else's, and um, yeah, so Natsu has passed away, and Aki has gotten a revenge on her enemy, and so everyone is super sad about it, and it's really, hard. And Aki is playing the part perfectly, and she's like, you know what? How about I stay here and help you guys, help with Reese. You guys need the support. I'll be here. So kind of, sneaking her way back in, and so that's what is happening right now. Aki is staying at this residence, trying to get closer to Sunny, and Natsu's grave is going to the cemetery. So uh, her whole plot seems to be working out well for right now. We'll see how it goes in the future, but she's feeling good. She's happy. And that is going to wrap up our main storylines for this video. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to head over to the Griffin household, and we are going to do a marriage and a pregnancy there just to keep the world progression moving on. And we have, this is actually the household that Simone moved into. So if you'll remember, Mikhail Jr., um, he married Simone, who had been previously dating his daughter, so it's awkward. And um, Layla, his daughter, who is inheriting the duchy, is going to marry Hiro Kitsune. So he has moved in, and these two are going to get married. We already had them dating in a past video, so we're all set there. And you can see the little baby. That is Mikhail the third. So he is here, and that is Simone and Mikhail Jr.'s baby. And yeah, so this family is feeling super awkward all the time, and having problems with each other because of everything that's happened with Simone. But Layla is trying to move on with her life and get a husband and kind of move on. I mean, her dad's kind of old, so Layla's basically like, fine, I'll bide my time. I'm gonna be the Duchess soon, and then what? Like, she could kick Simone to the curb if she wanted. I mean, she probably couldn't because Simone is a princess, but anyway, I'm sure that she could figure something out. So that is going to be it for this video, and we have done a few things. We had Gohan meet Octavia, and they became quick friends. And then we had Aki orchestrate Natsu's kidnapping and then murder just so that she could get rid of her enemy and so that she could get back in with Sunny. So she is going to be staying at the Siren residence now. Poor Gohan's, both his sisters are moved out. Well, Natsu's dead, but anyway. So that is what's going on for now, and I hope that you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.